exclusive hot new mix. Hot shit. Hot shit. Let's go. Go.
There was a couple in Philly that supposedly, in the links, there's a link in my notes, that there was this homeless man that supposedly had given this bitch his last $20 because she had ran out of gas. So they had started a GoFundMe for this homeless veteran who, again, gave his last $20 to help her out. So she felt entitled, and they had raised like $400,000 to find out that the homeless man wasn't getting his cut. And they both had brand new, his and her Bentleys or Beamers. And as the story goes, which it prolonged for a little while, come to find out that all of it was a scam. Which you figure, why would this homeless veteran give his $20 to some bitch who looks like she was late in picking up her Starbucks that morning, you know what I'm saying, to help her out with some gas? Which, mind you, I know that there's people with hearts out there, and any woman in need is definitely a friend of mine indeed. But it almost seemed fishy, again, to find out that it was legit, an entire scam. And then now you see this dude, because he looked like I mean, who doesn't look like Jesus? You know what I'm saying? When they're skinny, you know what I'm saying? Skin like the moonlight, and super like grizzly looking, homelessly, right? And turns out that it was just a whole scam in itself. That dude on the far left, for those that are watching, that was the dude who played the homeless man. Which you figure, yeah, he looks like a meth head, right? So does the bitch in the middle.
Either one of those guys.
I mean, you figure the guy on the far right looks a little bit too put together, but the two on the right, there were a couple. And then there was these other stories from the Inquirer that tripped me out. Maybe it makes you question what you read in the Inquirer, but supposedly the chick was fucking the homeless guy at the same time, which you figure that explains why he gave her his last 20, because you gotta do what you gotta do even for your side bitches. You know what I'm saying? Do with what you can. And again, to find out,
bro, that dome was righteous. Here's another 20.
You have pleased the Lord today. But again, to find out that it was an entire sham together. The dude on the left was just using this shit for heroin, apparently, and that's why they had to give it to him in small dosages. Because you figure, motherfuckers, you got $400,000. Like, that would be enough to get a super nice house, get you a new car, and still take care of some debt. Like, that's more than enough to start a new life. And yeah, they didn't want to give it to him all, especially when he mentioned that they have some brand new BMWs, which I'd be hating on. You know what I'm saying? His and hers, not even married. What you doing with so much money all together? But no, it tripped me out to see that she's trying to back up out of it. So it just seemed like a bunch of rats that they weren't happy with their cut at the end of the day, and got caught up. But the reason why I mention this is because you see what happens when you have a good thing that you feel like you're doing, and then you see all this, all this fake shit. So it makes you wonder, like, how much of this is BS, and how can you ever know that what you're putting money out for is really going to go to this thing? Imagine we had someone nice enough to, for the fans out there that want to contribute to the Patreon and try to get this show up and running. Like, how you gonna know that verse is going to feed his little black baby bibs? You know what I'm saying? And
the plug twice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even allowed at his, neighborhood Chipotle. Like, you figure. But
that reminded me of this story. Did you see the story of the black Twitter user who may have scammed MAGA fans out of thousands of dollars?
How did that happen? That seems interesting.
So apparently, there's a few things the MAGA crowd loves more than a black Republican. There are few things that the MAGA crowd loves more than a black Republican. With the meteoric rise of Candace Owens and the embrace of Kanye West, they love dishing out money for them. Now, this girl had tweeted out, "I will not hide any longer. The left has made us feel as if us black Republicans should hide, but not anymore. Hashtag blacks for Trump. Hashtag walk away, hashtag MAGA." And she got like 24,000 likes. The tweet went viral, and she got a momentary blast of internet fame, but things went awry when apparently her parents disowned her for supporting Trump. So she tweeted out, "I'm now getting kicked out. My mother literally woke me up out of my sleep and screamed at me, 'How could you support this monster? She doesn't even know him. So how could he be a monster? I just wish they understood. This morning is getting worse and worse." And she put out these tweets of her mother kicking her out the house and, "Hey, bitch, you got to go." So then she set up a GoFundMe asking for financial support from her new Republican fan base. She said, if you can find it in your hearts to help this young black Republican pay for school, it would be appreciated. And apparently she raised some money, and she was like, wait, what is the tables turned less than 3 hours after claiming to have been disowned by her family? She revealed that the text messages and the MAGA hat was a ruse to scam desperate, insecure Republicans. Someone had said, dang, where's it at?
Yo, so white guilt is that what I'm hearing? There was that white guilt that
what
got you to pay.
But the chick tweeted out, somebody had tweeted out, hey, this chick that's pretending to be a Trump supporter, she made the story up or whatever. And then the chick responded, hey, stop snitching. I'm about to buy me an iPhone 10. And so shouts out to her, and shouts out to the racists who they're like, oh my God, let's support these black people. These black people, they're awoke. They're finally awoke. As nah, they're just scamming because you guys.
Yeah, get it? You live. Been like at one point though, like I don't know if I'm mad at her because
your mic is acting up.
Oh, is it really? I'm just kind of flabbergasted, not knowing if I can be mad at her.
Yo, I'm never mad. I hate the player. I never hate the game. Like, yo, I'm not mad. If you're gonna make some money off some motherfuckers for scamming, like, hey, get it how you can get it. I am a firm believer if someone gets over on you, hey, they got over on you. Like I've had people say that before, where like someone will come up to me, because I don't give money to all the homeless people that I come across. It just always depends on, it's a mood, it's a feel, if you will, and
case by case.
It's a case by case thing, and sometimes someone will come up and I don't know if I 100% believe their story, but if they're making it up, I mean, oh well. I just had a woman today. I fucking came out of her Burlington. She came up. Sir, let me start from the beginning. So I'm from Atlanta, and I came out here for Thanksgiving, and like my water pipe busted, and I need like $14 to like get back to Atlanta, and then like if you give me 50 cents, I'm like 50 cents close. Like I could tell this bitch at practices. I was like, here, I got 74 cents. Go ahead and take the 74 cents. Leave me the fuck alone. Like.
Yo, you know, it's so funny. I mean, it's not funny to be in that situation. I feel like when something is truly real, I feel like the spirit of the universe, it'll talk to you, and you know, and you might get a softer heart. But a lot of times you do hear such BS that you don't want not that you don't want to believe it, but you can see so many gaps and so many loopholes and so many just not coherent, complete sort of things that it does make you feel jaded. And I remember I got suckered. This is the first time I can recall being suckered. It was a big heavy set dude who was quoting some New Testament, and this is when I was, I think, at my most religious. So I was a sucker for listening. But even the devil was quoting scripture to Jesus when he was, you know what I'm saying, going through his little temptations. But it was the trippiest part is this dude looked like he was handicapped, looked like, you know, physical. Phil, a mixture of Phil and Bam Margera's daddy from Jackass, when he'd always beat the hell out of a big guy. And it's always you know, them needing, you know, change for the bus, right? And again, me being so suckered and roped into some that I'm definitely more hearing about now, or try to look at full spectrums of things. Anyways, I get this dude at 20, right? And it was so easy that this dude, I swear, I think I barely turned my back for like a second bump. This dude was gone. I don't know what car he dipped into. I don't know what parallel universe he just slurped his way out of, but like he was gone.
I'm gone.
My 20 and he vanished. Like, I don't know, I made that quota, and he just disappeared. Like, I don't know if God's really out here to handle, you know what I'm saying? And once they meet their quota they get zapped back to him. Like, I'm talking someone when I say that, but at the same time I couldn't explain what the hell he did. Like, so anyways, I'm very
connection, because you're starting to skip.
Oh, am I really?
Yeah, starting to skip.
Do some things.
But it's a hot damn shame. But shouts out to the scammers. I'm never mad at the scammer. Get your money as long as you're not hurting somebody. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get your money.
I hope you're not stealing. I hope you're not shitting on people. You know what I'm saying? People trying to be honest out here. Like, I hope that you're not using people up just because, again, you're gonna make it harder for someone who, you know, what's the old tale about crying wolf? Like, that legit kind of, that's like one of the best like moral stories, because you know, you never know when you're actually gonna be on that end of the foot. But I hate it when that shit gets thrown at me, man. I have an internal, interesting relationship with, or my mom. Me and my mom's interacting in a certain way that probably, like, if my grandma wasn't, you know, on this earth, like, I wouldn't have any heart for her. And I know that sounds terrible, but I wouldn't. Like, I probably wouldn't deal with her, and probably some of my humanity would go along with her. But anyways, there's just certain things, like when she just, like, as soon as she's out spewing some shit, like not only do I not believe her, but now I'm on guard because she thinks that she's gonna, what is it called? Like, she's gonna question my intelligence. She must really think I'm dumb.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't like this podcast, it's probably cause you're racist.
Yeah.
Fuck your feelings though.
Yeah. What's up, man? You hear me?